I just went to a Phoebe Bridgers concert, and now I get an Elias concert on a free TV. Whew, what a week for music. Hi, hey, hello, welcome to a Mark It Down production. My name is Marty Makowski, and this is Guy Fast Forwards through a show where nothing bad ever happens and everything's okay and everyone's happy to be there. No issues here. But I only fast forward through it because it's 3 hours long, and that's, insane. Can we get a pitch clock on this show, please? Holy shit. You hear screaming? That's the Bronx. Anyway, Raw opened up with the Raw Women's Champion. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. It's called the Raw Women's Champion, and she is opening Monday Night Raw. That makes sense. It's actually nice to see her open Raw. I feel like she never actually opens it. It's usually like Becky or Seth or Cody, and that's it. Just those three. So having Bianca do it was nice. She let us know that Rhea is not medically cleared to compete. Uh-oh. There goes that awesome match that was going to be good. But they're going to have a number one contenders fatal five-way, and out came all the contenders. That's how it works when you have this kind of thing. When there's like going to be a multi-person contenders match, they'll come out one at a time and say a little something, you know? That's how it goes. Big time heel Becky Lynch comes out and says, I never got my one-on-one rematch. Fair point. And after we put on the greatest women's wrestling match in WrestleMania history, another fair point. What a fucking heel. Yeah, sometimes Becky's the only person on the show who keeps continuity and like remembers things and points out the tropes and idioms of wrestling. It's refreshing. And then Asuka comes out and calls her a baby again. And you know what? If you write it down on paper, the shit Asuka says is so dumb. But she just says it in a way where I don't care. It's intense. I like it, and her passion radiates through the language barrier. Imagine that, Andrade.
I hate you.
And then Liv Morgan interrupts, and she comes out and she says, and then Carmella comes out, and I notice two people in the crowd with Seth Franklin Rollins shirts on. Very nice. They had to make those themselves. Pretty good, right? Probably got off like Redbubble or something. Not sponsored, but you know. I'd like some more Crash Bandicoot merch, Redbubble, so you know, maybe one day we can work something out. And then she, again, the heel here is like, hey, I get why I'm in this match. I get why Becky, Asuka, and Alexa are in this match. We've all been champion before, but why are you here, Liv? Mean, but like, fair point. And then Alexa Bliss interrupts, and she's all like, hey, I don't know what my character is, or like what feud I'm supposed to have, or what direction I'm supposed to go in, and my music sucks now, and my fan base is as toxic as the Rick and Morty fan base, so I don't really know why I'm here. And then they have a match, a fatal five-way match. And the match was fun. Liv and Alexa are apparently forming a team or something, but Liv is like rolling Alexa around with their legs in the ring, and every time she flips her over, the ref does a 1 count and then follows them around, and gotta get your cardio in there, ref. Good job keeping up with that. And then they do the cradle spot where they both have each other in cradles and they roll around. And then Alexa teases hitting Sister Abigail because she doesn't know what her fucking character is anymore. And I'm sure, just like everything with The Fiend during that last year, it'll make sense and pay off eventually. A lot of cuts in this one, doing this one Wrestle Talk style. But anyway, Becky hits like 2 manhandle slams and is going to win, but then Asuka stops her at the last second. She has a lot of those moments where she's clearly the best person, the biggest veteran in this match, and has the most visual wins before someone else breaks it up. And then, to continue the Asuka Becky feud and Becky's character development of, feeling like she's constantly being screwed out of things. So that keeps going. And then eventually Carmella wins because, I don't know what Carmella's character is yet because she just came back, but I assume it's where she's going to pick up her character from where she left off like a year ago, where she's the replacement number one contender for Bianca Belair challenger, because that's her thing. There's a lot of things that are consistent, and one of them is if Bianca's contender is not going to be there for whatever reason, because they get injured, because they don't want to be there. Those are the only two I can think of for her contenders so far, but Carmella is that person to fill the gap, kind of. So we'll see. Maybe Becky Lynch will come out and beat her up and take her spot in the match again. I don't know, but whatever. Fun match. And before the match, or before they even cut to commercial, immediately after the match, Becky's already backstage complaining to Adam Pearce about how she keeps getting screwed and she just should get her one-on-one rematch with Bianca, where she's being Money in the Bank. And she's like, I'm on the poster. How am I not going to be on Money in the Bank? Great point, She's, again, the only person who his character seems to always be stable within that ever insane changing WWE landscape, But yeah, she's going to have her qualifier match with Asuka like originally planned. They're still going to have that match tonight. Cool. And the segment ends with Pierce telling Becky that, and then Becky, as he's walking away, just saying, "What's going on here?" And then it's immediately followed by Vince McMahon's music hitting. So Vincent, Mr. Kennedy McMahon, comes out and says, "Now I'm a guy who knows how to read the room. And my body may be toned, but I'm not deaf. So I hear you loud and clear when you say, 'Bring back John Cena.'"
Check it out. Joey's showing his ruthless aggression.
I think Vince should pull a Budge Wire when this all gets sorted out. Oh, actually, we have a clip of Vince McMahon addressing the locker room before SmackDown on Friday.
That's right, I'm not an authority on anything. Fuck guys, I'm not even a decent human being.
Sounds about right. Riddle's taking on Omos in a Money in the Bank qualifier.
What's happening?
Omos wins, so he's gonna be in Money in the Bank.
That'll put butts in the seats.
It's like my favorite match every year. Why? So, apparent muscle guy Austin Theory comes out, and he looks like he pops mollies on the weekend, and his music seems like it was written by the winner from that VH1 show, The Next White Rapper. And that's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about this. This is one of the most embarrassing feuds in wrestling. This kind of thing where it's like, you feel embarrassed when people are like, oh, you watch wrestling and they give you that judgmental tone. Like, this is the kind of stuff where it's like, oh, I can't. They're right to judge me. This is lame. After the segment I want to talk about, Theory got very frustrated and he got serious backstage.
All right, enough fun.
How is this fun?
Yeah, there's going to be a 2-on-1 or gauntlet match that Lashley has to face later. Cool, whatever, I don't care. Remember when Lashley was cool, like, a year ago for a few months? I can barely remember. The Usos make their way to the ring and say that they're gonna smash everyone because they apparently don't know what smash means in terms of slang. if they do, then I guess they're just fine with getting whatever STDs they're gonna get. Which makes sense because they don't lead very healthy lifestyles. I'd rather get into a car with Princess Diana's driver than with either Uso, but especially Jimmy, you know? And Dawkins beat Jay in a match. Cool. Guys, and it finally happened. We got Elias and Ezekiel in the same room together. They were backstage. They walked in while Elias was tuning his guitar. Ezekiel was like, hey, what's up, man? They were spouting off catchphrases, and Elias had his full hair, had a totally real beard on. It was clearly two different people. It's undisputable now. There's absolutely no way you can believe otherwise unless you're Kevin Owens. And then Elias is having a concert, and he's immediately interrupted by Kevin Owens, and he's like, that didn't prove anything. I saw a T-Rex fly a helicopter. That proves nothing. What a sentence. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like the opposite of the Lashley Theory feud where I don't give a fuck how stupid this looks or sounds. Not embarrassed about this at all. It's great. So good. Also, Kevin Owens and Becky Lynch are the two smartest characters in wrestling because they I think they realize there's a fourth wall there, and, they understand, again, tropes and idioms of wrestling, and, yeah, they're just smarter than your average heel or babyface. Unsurprisingly, Bobby Lashley won the gauntlet match. Who would have thunk it? AJ Styles is on Miz TV talking about Miz's tiny balls. Oh yeah, great. And then we get Ciampa versus AJ Styles, which Ciampa's whole new gimmick now is he's constantly in matches that 3 years ago I would have lost my shit over, but now I don't give a fuck about. What a character. What a character. Becky and Asuka both made their entrances without 20 minutes of one of them standing in the ring in between. Unbelievable. Becky jumps Asuka on the ramp and they just have a fight for the first few minutes. Some great spots in this. Becky doing a leg drop. Asuka's like leaning back on the ring apron. Looks like, honestly, it just makes me and James's shoulders hurt. But fun match. Asuka picks up the win. Which I think was always going to be the plan, so you can keep the Becky downward spiral going on. And yeah, fuck it. Good match. Good ending to Raw. Way, way better than last week. Wrestling's a crazy place to be right now, right? It's hot. I gotta go. Bye.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not as funny as